I was talking to a client a couple of weeks ago who was just about to embark on a business adventure. Okay, it was a venture, but it was actually a business adventure. And he was going to meet a couple of people with whom he was setting up this joint venture. And he made the point to me, you know, I'll fly to where these people are based, and I will sit down with them on the Monday, and probably on the Tuesday we will have a proper conversation about the things that we need to talk about to move the thing forward. And I said to him, you're way ahead of yourself. You're actually here on a Thursday, he was travelling on the Saturday, saying that you think you know what's going to happen next Tuesday. I said the key turning point in those discussions could happen over a beer on the beach on the Sunday before any of the formal stuff happens. I recollect all the way back to my banking days, well, that we'd have board meetings, and the board meetings would drag on interminably, and we'd go for a cup of coffee, or we would be out in the men's room or outside the toilets, the ladies' room as well. That's where the decisions were made, in the casual conversations or the casual, I suppose, aha moments that people might have as a result of not being straitjacketed by the plan that they had to make decisions. You see, the best decisions are made on the spur of the moment. Clients with whom I talk who are well down the journey of this great adventure of the life that we live often use the phrase to me that I did something or decided something on a whim. Think about that for a second. Because on a whim is a hair's breadth away from it feels right, or it's gut instinct, or it is something that just occurred to me, or it is an aha moment. We need to open ourselves up to everything that is going on in the moment, not what we think is going to happen next Tuesday, not what we think is going to happen after I've had this conversation with somebody, not to try to second guess what the other person might say during the conversation I know I'm going to have with them, to keep our minds on the thing that we need to be doing in the here and now. First of all, first and foremost, breathing in and out, being present, knowing that in the moment I know what's going on, so I know what I need to do, I know what I need to say, I know what I need to avoid doing and saying, so that in the cool of the moment, rather than the heat of the moment, I am moving myself and those around me. You see, this is very important from a business perspective, but it could equally be said of relationships. I need to be present so that I move everybody forward, so that we all move in the direction that will enable me move, as we're always talking about, in the direction I would love my life to effortlessly proceed. In short, don't get ahead of yourself. And I don't mean that in the way in which Irish mammies used to say, you're too big for your boots, don't be getting ahead of yourself. What I mean is, don't be thinking out scenarios 10 or 12 steps ahead. You have to take this step now.